Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Sparta Minecraft server for the second episode of This is Sparta. First of all, I would like to I appreciate everyone who took the time out to watch my first video. I really, truly do appreciate it. The time that you guys spent, you guys didn't have to do that. I also appreciate the feedback that I got from you guys. And then one last thing I want to thank, Bobo, if you actually happen to watch this second one, thank you for being my first ever sub. It's really, it's kind of a special thing. So, once again, thank you to everyone who watched the video. And let's get into it here. What I want to do today, actually, before we get up there, can you guys tell the difference in my sound quality? Hopefully you can. Story behind that is I originally recorded episode 2, and when I went to play it back, it sounded pretty horrible. What I'm using for a setup is, well, what I was using was my Astro A40 headset, and then that mic that was on the headphones, which is really good for gaming, let's say on my PS3, not so much for trying to do commentaries. So that led me to getting a new microphone. I bought a blue Snowball. It's just sitting here on my desk. It's pretty good. I had to mess around a lot with the settings to try to get something that sounds good in my room. I don't have the optimal setup at my house. I'm just in a small bedroom. Lots of reflection going on, I think. I'm trying to work that out. I'm trying to work out some sound quality, some sound muffler, sound booth, something. But I'm trying to do it on the cheap, so that gets a little difficult. But anyways, what I did in that episode, or recording, is I worked on this path here. As you can see, it kind of just follows the wall, comes up the stairs, leads right into the stairs. I like that. The plan for the middle is a fountain. I think I discussed that on an earlier video. But put a fountain here, just kind of like the central focal point as you're coming up the stairs. You see this fountain, maybe some garden, some flowers, whatnot. I'm not really sure quite yet, because I don't really want to block the view that was from here. But, you know, I think some trees, some good bushes, flowers, I think that'll look nice. The other thing, too, is I extended the walls up to here, which you might be able to see. It's the same height as these walls. And what I was thinking is that's going to be the height of the roof, mostly. There might be a dome shape or something on top. That's what this little area mapped out for was. But that's only 9 across, and it is kind of small, so I might have to revamp that or something. I'm not quite sure. This thing back here, this is for the last tower of the castle. This is actually going to be the biggest tower on the castle, just because this is what I was thinking is the king's tower. Because down below is going to be like the throne, and the actual tower is going to start up here. You know, for the throne area, I got a pretty cool idea. When I started making this castle, I started watching Game of Thrones. And then for those of you who don't know, a lot of the main houses on that show have animals as their sigils. I think the 4 main ones are dragon, lion, direwolf, and stag. So I was kind of thinking of what I could make or what I could think of. I didn't want to copy that, but something that would be kind of a cool sigil representing the castle or whoever lives here. And I came up with a bear, mostly because I made a bear statue before. And what I want to do is put a bear statue on each side of this, flanking the throne, maybe with a light shining down on it. It all looks pretty cool in my head, but hopefully when I get to building it, it will look good. And the other thing too is I'm going to build it out of quartz, so then it'll be a white bear, not a polar bear, just a white bear. So this is going to be Castle White Bear or Castle of the White Bear or whatever. So when I figure that out, we'll get that in on the lower here. So that means I got to figure out an entrance, and I have to figure out where the actual throne is going to be. You know, maybe it's back here. I'll figure that out later. Then the other thing too, I was going to work on the fountain, but a couple things. Let's go down this way. a couple things about that. First being that is I want to recess this a little bit, but the biggest problem is when I built this cliff, it's hollow. So that means I'll have to probably jump down there, kill a bunch of mobs, and look like and pillar up to make a platform, and I can recess down. Not really a big deal. And the other thing too is I want to now that 1.8 is coming out September 2nd, I want to use some of those blocks that are coming out with it. Most notably the prismarine. I think that would look cool in a fountain, especially like the bottom, so it's like a blue color. So looking forward to that. So I'm going to hold off on making a fountain. So I guess what I'm going to do today is work on these two towers. And my planning, when I first originally built this skeleton and laid it out, is that in my head is I had the two entrance towers here, and then when you got through that these two towers would be flanked off to the side. And then when I laid it out, it ended up being that they were right behind each other. And I was going to build it that way, but I kind of thought, I haven't done it yet, and I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out what kind of shape to make this, because it's just a 3x3 almost square, and but if I build it right behind this, you're not going to be able to see it. You won't be able to see it. You won't be able to. I don't think it's really going to add anything to the build. So I'm kind of planning on maybe kicking it over somewhere in here, on both sides, to maybe get it a little bit wider so you can kind of see it more from the front of the side of the castle. And I think it's going to be a lot taller. I want to go above this, just so you can see it and there's a purpose for them. I was trying to think what would the purpose be, and I think the main purpose for these two towers would be lighting, just kind of a signal to let everyone know where the castle is. Sure, you've got lights in these here, and you got I need some trapdoors there. Sure, you got glowstone in here that's going to light it up, but off in a distance, people should be able to see that the two taller towers to kind of direct their way to the castle. So I'm going to work on building that, and yeah, so I'm going to work on building that off camera, and then once I get maybe a little progress update, I'll bring you guys back, and we should be good. So I will see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back. As you can see, I've been working on the towers here. I'm just trying to work out the height. I think that's going to be the height of it as far as the base goes. I don't want to go too much higher, just because it just would kind of weird. I kind of want it in proportion to the rest of these towers, but I'll go up there and show you what it looks like from a little bit closer. Hope everybody's having a good day today. It's where I'm sitting right now. It's kind of cloudy and hot, so it doesn't make for such pleasant temperatures inside the office here, but that is alright. So as you can see, I think it's about 16 blocks from here all the way to the top. I stopped there because I think it's even with the peak there, so hopefully that is good height. I got to duplicate it over there, but that won't take me that long. When I was looking at where to move this, kind of happy accident happened. As you can see here, this is open. I didn't want to move this path any farther out because I like this arch, how it feels. And then if I would have just moved that out, it would have started encroaching on the area for the fountain and the courtyard. I didn't want to do that, so I just kind of placed the tower where I wanted it, and then noticed that I could put it right around the walkway here, and that's what I did. So I can probably knock this out. So yeah, I got an opportunity to kind of make this an arch look. I might have to put another pillar here. I don't know yet. But definitely a good arch look would be nice. That way you can still walk the path here. It does obstruct the view a little bit, especially in these corner towers, but I don't think that's such a big deal. They don't need to see everything, and it's not like it's a real castle, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, so that is what's going on. For the last part of the video, so I'll probably do this stuff off camera here. Last part of the video, I'm going to do a tour of the Nether Hub. So I'm going to make my way over there, and I'll bring you guys back for that. Alright, welcome back. Made it to the spawn area. As if you guys watched my last video, you recognize this door. It is the door to the catacombs. I couldn't think of the word last time, even though it's right on the sign behind me, but whatever. So this is the door to the catacombs, and in it is the entrance to our Nether Hub. So let me open the door here. Again, I'm going to include the link in the description if you guys want to know how to make that door. It's a pretty easy tutorial by Mumbo Jumbo. But anyways, let's get into the Nether here. Alright, this, hey little dude. Oh, hi. Hi, where you going? Where you going? Hi. Anyways, this is the Sparta Nether Hub. I don't know. It's a circular. There's 4 wings. The jungle wood wing, oak wood, dark oak, and acacia. When coming up with this design, I was trying to think of a way to designate each area, and wood kind of seemed the most fit, even though we are in the Nether and fire is kind of prevalent. But we are up at, let's see where we're at here, 115 Y, so we're pretty high up. The other thing too is that we're on the half slab, so nothing is going to spawn in any of these areas. So no gas are going to spawn, which is your main culprit as far as the fires go. Actually, you can hear them, but they don't spawn in any of these areas. And over here, in these areas, gas aren't going to spawn because most of the Nether tunnels are 3 wide and 3 tall. And I think gas need a 5x5 area to spawn. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, so I don't quite remember, but when I was designing this, I think I came up with an area, or this Nether Hub can house 44 different tunnels. And we didn't have 44 people playing at the time on the server, but the idea was that we would be able to expand. You know, we've got the tunnel for the end farm, the tunnel to a mesa biome. As you saw on one of the signs over there, there's a tunnel to an ice plains. We've got a tunnel to a couple different skeleton farms. This tunnel here right in the middle is my tunnel. And I'd like to say that I used only the finest materials, the finest netherrack that you can find. And I upgraded a little bit. I went to the stone half slabs, not just coal or wood. Truly I went stone, high quality here. But I got a little area here. This was my first area base. I call it the Iron Fortress because I made a iron farm there. I might show that off a little bit later. Down here, down this hallway, down this 1 wide path, about 1,000 blocks that way is the castle build I'm working on. And then to the left here is the witch farm project that I built, and then a lot of people have been digging on. So could possibly show that off. But that is my tunnel. Let me show off the rest of the Nether Hub. What's it? Oh, somebody cut a hole. Let's just go through it. Somebody cut a hole through this to the end portal. I suppose it kind of makes sense just because if people are digging at the witch farm, then they can go to the end real quick to get to. I can't talk. They're digging at the witch farm and they can repair their tools at the end. So anyway, so this is the acacia wing. Acacia, for the supports, I kind of went with acacia logs, and then the floor and some other materials. The acacia planks, just a real basic design. Up, it's kind of all the same for all the floors. Went oak and then oak planks. Up here, I guess is the ice plains biome. Also our easy wither killing station. If you guys don't know about that, it's pretty easy to do. Just find a spot in Nether that is 3x3 chunk where the middle one has an airspace above this. You build your wither on the piston, and when he is generating, you flip him up, and he gets stuck there, and you just easily kill him. So, yeah. Those of you watching on the Sparta server and don't know where it is, it's in the Oak Wing. Let's run here. Oh, gotta eat, no wonder. Anyways, let's eat some chicken here so I don't die. Alright. Jungle Wing. Again, same basic concept. Jungle logs to support, the jungle wood for accents. We do have an S in the middle. Oh, you know what? This one is a little bit different. I was trying different lighting designs. I kind of like this, but the lights, I don't know. I still don't even know it, because I think this is the only one I did it in, with this stair design and the light in the middle. The reason I probably don't like it is because this half slab does not match this, but I didn't want to use the stone brick half slabs, so I don't know. If anybody else has a good idea, let me know. You know, paste a comment, let me know on my Twitter, which is also down in the description. But yeah, so that's kind of a lighting design I had, because otherwise it's kind of dark. But then the last one here, getting some bad frames, I'm not sure. Anyways, last one here is the Dark Oak Wing. Again, same basic concept. I'm missing some oak logs, but this tunnel here is down to Door Studio and VMoss's home. Door Studio is a very talented builder on the server. He's built, among other things, a skeleton farm called McBones, which looks amazing. It's got a Ronald McDonald face smoking a cigar, plus a blaze farm. He's got other buildings, a bunch of like temples and castles, and it's just amazing. One of these times I will feature that area, but it might even be an episode on its own, just because there's a lot to see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I'm trying to get better at this, so any feedback you guys can give me would be much appreciated. And I think that's it. So everybody have a good day, and I'm out.